Cllr Joyce Bosnjak, you're one of the Mansfield councillors. What division do you cover?
I cover Mansfield North, which covers all of Mansfield Woodhouse.
Okay, and what are the key issues that local people are concerned about in that area?
Okay, well in the main, people are particularly concerned about roads and congestion on roads, and the fact that, particularly in Mansfield Woodhouse, there seems to be quite a lot of overdevelopment, and it seems as though we're building on almost every blade of grass in Mansfield at the moment.
Okay.
And people are naturally concerned about that.
Okay. Now, you've got a very busy job at County Hall in terms of children's services. You're the lead member of children's services.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you spend a lot of time in your local area as well.
Yes.
How do you meet local people? What's your way of contacting and keeping in touch?
Well, that's the bit that's really important, and that's, well, no, that sounds as though one is more important than the other, and that's not the case. But what is important is that I never forget the people that I'm here to represent, and that is the people of the area that I represent and that I cover. And what I tend to do is I go to all of the tenants and residents meetings, neighbourhood watch meetings, anywhere where people naturally congregate. And I'm probably out 2 or 3 nights a week because you go to the communities themselves. People don't necessarily come to you unless they've got a problem, but I think it's important that the general communication and dialogue continues.
Okay. So when you go along to these groups, what kind of issues are people talking about?
Oh, it's quite varied really. It can be very personal problems, personal to them, or it could be issues around graffiti on the streets. It could be things about nuisance in the parks. One of the big things that I'm dealing with at the moment is the very first gating order in Nottinghamshire, and that was as a direct response to members of the community telling me that they'd got problems with young people drinking on a park and causing general nuisance and criminal damage. So what we did is we got people together, we formed a neighbourhood watch and got the communities themselves dealing with this, and got the police around the table, got officers together, and we built up a case that demonstrated the need for these gates. So after Christmas they'll be installed and hopefully they'll do the trick.
Excellent. So it sounds like you work not just with one organisation but lots of others when there's a problem.
Oh, it has to. You have to do that. It's about finding a solution to a problem. It's not about apportioning blame either. It's not saying, oh, that's a district council issue, not a county issue. It's about saying, here's a problem in the area that's important to the community, and what is the solution? And quite often it can be the community themselves that come up with that solution.
Great. Now, if you had a magic wand, what's the key thing you would change about life in your area?
A magic wand. I think what I'd like to do is celebrate the fact that particularly Mansfield Woodhouse is a very historic town, and I'd like to recreate some of that social history that's around there, because I'd like people to take pride again in the area that they live in. And so I think that would be the big thing for me, because there's winners throughout then. It's not just the elderly people who remember the history of Mansfield Woodhouse particularly, but it's also the young people as well who have a sense of place there.
Lovely. Okay, thank you very much, Councillor Joyce Bosnjak.
Thank you.